Hey guys, this is Robert again from Australian Camping and 4-Wheel Drives. So just thought I'd let you guys know we've hit 1,000 subscribers, and we've done the lucky draw for the first aid kit there, and the winner was Matthew Fraser. So congratulations Matthew, we've got the kit on its way out to you now, and I hope you appreciate that mate, and I hope it works out well for you. First aid kit's something you should always keep with you, so Matthew's the lucky winner in this case. Alright guys, we're going to be heading out to Bluff Creek. The drifter event's coming up for us shortly in a couple of weeks time, and so we're out there just the other week and they gave us a nice little coaster beer cooler out there for us as well, and so we'll be heading out there. We were out there last weekend and it was quite cold. You'll see some video on the screen there at the moment as well, and it shows you just how cold it was there in the mornings. During the days the weather was beautiful, couldn't have asked for much better. Nice and warm during the days, but yeah, at night time she got a bit chilly guys. So what have we got here as well? So you know, along these lines of it being cool, we want to stay warm, and you know, we're heading out to this drifter event as well, so we thought, hey, what a perfect time to go through a diesel heater. I've had this here for a little while now, and just haven't had the time to actually assemble it, and with the cool weather the other weekend I thought, hey, might be a good time to actually put it together. So we'll see how we go. Fingers crossed it all works out well for us. So some of the parts we've got sitting here, we've got the diesel heater sitting here, got some V splitters here that go off to our outlets, our air outlets. So essentially your air on this guy comes in through the back in here and gets blown out through the front, and underneath these guys here they've got like an air intake and an exhaust outlet there as well. So they have the exhaust pipes that come with, and your air inlet pipes there. They've also got a little pump, that's a little diesel pump that pumps the diesel from the tank that they come with also guys. And yeah, there comes a little remote control unit over there, so you can see what's actually going on with the unit. Got your fuel piping over there also, your exhaust muffler sitting here also, and all the other little bits and pieces you need. So what we're going to be doing in this episode, we're going to be assembling this hopefully, and fingers crossed sure works out well. If you've got any comments or questions or that type of stuff, or maybe even suggestions, hey, this is the first time I've ever done something like this, whack them down in the comments so we can have a look at them guys and share them with everyone else. First things first, we've got to flip our diesel heater over, and there's a plate that comes with it as well, and that plate has to fit on. We're going to take off our little cap off our fuel inlet. Got to fit on here. It's going to fit down there, and then we're going to put some washers down. And then we'll attach our nuts there as well. So we'll tighten these up. So the next thing we do is we've got to get the little connector. Going to be using that to connect in our diesel hose there in a moment. So this is apparently got to go on over here, and then we've got to attach a little clamp onto that. So the next bit you're going to need is the diesel fuel hose, and essentially you also need another clamp, and you're going to put the clamp over the hose and push that in through there, and then you're going to tighten this one here up as well. So we'll do that now. So the next part you're going to want to use is the exhaust pipe. Now this side over here where the fuel goes in, this is where the air goes in as well. The other side is the exhaust. So you'll need to get your clamp and put that over here. And then we need to actually clamp that down there. So we'll do that now guys. So the next one we've got to install, this is the air inducting. So takes your air in over here, so we're going to install that one over there for us next. Cool. So we've got our air coming in by this one, fuel coming in by this one, and our exhaust fumes going out by that one. So next bit we're going to attach is the exhaust. So this is the little muffler that we've got there. We'll put that onto the exhaust, and then we'll attach it via our clamp there as well. So that's the exhaust done. So they provide you with a filter, this one here. Essentially this one's designed so it filters the air coming into the diesel heater. And so we're going to do the exact same thing. Going to put our clamp, Argus clamp over that, and we'll attach our air filter for that as well. So we'll do that now. Cool, so that's going to let the air get into the unit, and it'll filter it as it goes through. So the next part we've got is the fuel pump, and the way this actually works, it's got a little diagram that shows up here. It says 12 volt in and out. So we've got fuel coming in and then going out into the diesel heater. So what we're going to do, we're going to go attach over this side. We're going to attach the filter over this side, and so we're going to put our rubber hoses onto this, attach it on there, attach it to our hose here, and then we're going to get our filter, put that in between, same thing with one of these as well in between there, and that'll filter the fuel as it goes through also. Okay, so what we've got, this hose here is going to go into our fuel tank. It's coming into our filter. That's going to go around into our pump. And this guy here will then attach to this one here, which will then pump it into our diesel heater. So that's the holder put around the fuel pump. She's a little tight to get on, guys. Maybe some oil or something, I don't know, put something on it to try and help get on. It's pretty tight, which is a good thing. So now we're just going to tighten up our nuts, our clamps for our fuel pump. So that's that part done.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Hey guys, it's next morning, and so we've been looking at how we're going to attach the fuel into this. Now this is the tank that comes with the diesel heater, and what we've decided is we went and just got this for $12, a little small fuel container. It's the same size, 10 litres, but this will actually let us make a smaller box for it. The problem is that the diesel heater itself, beside the thing, sits about this tall, and which means essentially you can make a box that's going to be taller than what we really need. So we went and got a smaller tank, and we're going to put that beside the diesel heater instead. So we've got here we've got the thing that actually lets the fuel pop out. And so what happens is we drill a hole, we push this through, and we push the grommet through on the other side, and then we tighten up the nut, and then we'll attach our hose onto that, back onto our pump over there as well. So we're going to give that a go. Then we're going to start building the frame as well. So we'll get that underway now. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole through. So we've gone and got a drill bit, and we'll put that into our drill now. And hoping that's roughly about the right size. The other thing we've gone and got as well is just some wire. So I'm going to feed that wire through, and that'll help us get it down to the bottom of the container from up here. We'll feed that through the hole. Just bend that a bit so it doesn't pop off. And now I'm going to try and get it through the hole down here. So this is the fuel outlet. So we've twisted that through with our wire in there in the middle. We'll grab some pliers and just twisted that so we can get all the way through. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to pull out that wire. Then we'll put our washer on it, and then we'll do a nut up on it, and then we can attach our okay, so we've tightened down the nut on that, so it looks reasonably good. I'm not an expert on these things, but this is seems to be going alright so far. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to attach that to this part here. We're not actually probably going to do that just yet, because essentially what we've got to do, we've got to make up the frame to put all this into. So that's the next step we're going to do. We're going to try and start building a frame to attach the diesel heater to, and then we can start to plug it all together. We'll probably cut some of this cable down to a bit of a shorter length as well, so it's not so long. And yeah, so that's the next step.